Alright, y'all ready? To hear the actual best tier list, like, on the fucking planet? Like, not, like, I'm being dead ass. Like, are you guys actually ready to hear the best tier list on the planet? Like, anything else is inherently invalid. Inherently invalid, okay? So, it must be stated, this is assuming, this tier list is assuming that people are using the best possible cameo that they possibly can, okay? Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. So, yeah, your top 5, easy. We can get this out the way. Johnny's probably the best character in the game. Very easily. So, there's a lot of characters in S+ tier. S+ tier means you kind of have something that, like, is pretty fucked up, okay? So, Johnny's obviously up here. Raiden's still top tier. Oh, wait, sorry. Where the fuck is Kenshi? Okay, Kenshi's right here. Raiden's right there. So this is your top 3. I still think this is your top 3. This shit is broken. Okay. All right. Who joins the top 5? Oh, Sindel. This bitch is the dumbest character I think I've ever experienced in this game, and I am maining her now. Who else is in S tier? Liu Kang. Oh, Asura's top 5. Liu Kang's up here. Hold up. This could be... Nah, the set play is too broken. I think the set play is too broken, actually. Okay, so... This is your top 6 for S tier. I don't think there's any other characters that are in S+. All of these characters in here do something that's a little abysmal. Just a tad bit abysmal, okay? A tad bit abysmal. I agree. I think Raiden might be a little too high. I'm tempted to put Raiden, like, right here. But Raiden's game plan is still pretty broken. That's the thing. Raiden's game plan is still pretty broken. These characters all have something that's pretty broken. Then, we move on to your S tiers. So let's take a look see here. Okay, this bitch, this guy right here, this fella right here. No, actually, he's over here. This fella here. This fellow. Oh, Reiko's right here. I'm sorry. Reiko's also an S+ character. This fellow here. This bitch right here. Let me see. Reiko is like either right. I'll put Reiko right here. Oh, but he's so stupid when he command grabs you. He's so stupid when he command grabs you. Nah, this character's S+ tier. I'm sorry. This character is so stupid when he command grabs you. I'm sorry. Smoke is also S tier. Rain was S+ tier in the last patch, but since they nerfed him, he's probably right here now, realistically. Because he doesn't. His game plan was perfect with Cyrax, and now it's not. So he's just kind of an okay character. Like, he's still solid. He still has really good shimmies and shit like that. But he's yeah. Reptile would be in the same tier as well. Melina's in this tier as well. Lee May is right here. But people need to be good first. People actually need to be good first. Like, you actually need to be good first. Okay. Sorry, where's Shao? Shao is also in S tier. Once people start understanding how to punish down once, EX down back 3 into half life, yeah, then it's time. Then it's fucking time. I'll probably put Melina like right here. She's probably the best in A+, to be honest. Would be the best S tier character? Omni-man? I think Tanya's a little better than Omni-man. I think Shao's a little bit better than Katana. Lau's a little bit better than Reptile. They're honestly interchangeable. Honestly, they don't matter. These aren't really these ones aren't really ordered. They're all a part of the same shit. Oh, Garrus? Oh yeah, Garrus is definitely up here. Oops, I forgot. Oh shit. No, this character's S+ tier. What am I fucking? I'm trolling. This character's also S+ tier. Yeah. All the S+ tier characters, they all have something that's just like, it's just actually game breaking. Like it's absolutely game breaking. Those are all with the S tier. Baraka got nerfed when Cyrax got smoked. This character got sent to right here. I want to say. Havoc is also right here. He's probably at the very end of that. This is the worst character in the game, but he's not bad. He's not bad. He's the worst character in the game. I'll do this. Oh, I'm trolling. She got buffed. Yeah. I still think Sub-Zero is a little bit better than we give him credit for. Sorry, I'll put Havoc right down here. Havoc is not that good. Havoc is really not that good. Yeah, I think Scorpion is actually the worst character in the game right now. But he's not terrible. Actually, there's no B tier. I'm sorry, there's no B tier. There's no B tier. There's no B tier. There's no B tier. Scorpion, the thing that makes him the worst is that Raiden kind of just does his game plan better than him. But, this character can still kind of half-life you, and some of his assists are actually pretty interesting. Like, I was playing against like Scorpion and Kung Lao earlier today, and that shit had me fucking like in fucking shambles. I was like, this character is fucking trolling. Loki, I ain't making me tears. Fuck off. Sorry, Kung Lao's a little too low right here. I'll put Kung Lao. He's probably the best A+ character actually. Yeah, Kung Lao's probably the best A+ character here. The thing about Kung Lao is that while his armored launcher is really bullshit, everything about him is actually kind of dog shit. Like actually, like I'm not even capping. Everything about him is actually kind of shit. Like it's like he's kind of a pretty shit character if he doesn't have armored launcher ready. Like legit, his entire game plan is based around that armored launcher. And then he tries to set play you to death. But the thing is, there's better set play characters and get more bang for their buck. Like all the characters in S+ tier, they can set play you really badly. And much better than what Kung Lao does. Like there is. Hey, Loki, go to your bed. Hey, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Hey, down. Good boy. So. Kombat, how about you slob on my knob? How about that? Oh, editor, cut that out. Anyways, let's see. So I can go over each character's placement, but I think. Hold on, let me see. So okay, so let me start explaining characters, right? So I have Johnny as number 1, but I can see a world where Johnny is actually not number 1 in the game. I just think it's a lot of the hype that people have around him, but I actually do think he has a couple of polarizing matchups that he still has to deal with. Like, I still think he loses to Rain. I still think he gets zoned out really badly. I actually think he loses to Sindel. I think he loses to Tanya. Like, he has some pretty polarizing matchups. Like, he, moveless wise, he could be considered number 1, but he kind of there's a couple of issues that people aren't exploring yet with this character that they definitely can. Hold up, give me 2 seconds. My dog is like he really wants to go outside. Fine, you fucking little asshole. Don't fit. Go. Sorry, 2 seconds. So, I will say my hot takes in each tier list. So yeah, Johnny being number 1 is definitely, I think, a hot take. Like right now, I don't know who to say, but Kenshi might honestly be the best character in the game. I'm not gonna cap. I actually think Kenshi might be the best character in the game. It's getting hit is too dangerous, I think. And then Johnny's pretty good. I can see a world where Sindel actually jumps in the top 2, considering the vortexes that she kind of puts you in. But Raiden's game plan literally did not change at all. It literally did not change. He just does it with Goro or fucking, whatchamacallit, Striker. Like, it literally does not change. He, like, honestly, personally, he might still be top 3, to be honest, but Sindel's thing is still pretty bullshit. Ashra, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This bitch just kind of has everything. Liu Kang, oh, what am I'm kind of trolling. Garrus is definitely better than Liu Kang. Yeah, Garrus, you know, all his fucking time stop bullshit makes him really, really stupid. Liu Kang, he's kind of like the Ryu of the game. He kind of does everything, has everything, throw KBs, like, very, very good. Very, very good. Then Reiko, his robbery is probably the best in the entire game, actually. Why the fuck does a grappler have like some of the best zoning in the game? I still think Sindel has better zoning than Reiko, but the character's still fucking busted. Let's see. Then we move into our S tiers. The reason why Tanya could secretly sneak up to S plus tier if they keep fleshing her out a bit more, but the reason why Tanya is S tier is because her George, I think Natara is really stupid. I think Reptile is really stupid too, and I'll get to them in a second. But Tanya, yeah, the armored launcher is really stupid. Her 4-2 is actually a war karma of a normal. Good zoning, down 1 mind game. She's an all-around solid character. She pretty much has literally everything you can ask for in a character. Like legit, she has like no. I actually think she has like 0 weakness. She's just really, really solid. Like even when I play this game as solid as possible. Yeah. Omni-man, he literally just bypasses neutral within like an instant. His meterless damage is some of the highest in the entire game. He legit hits for 40 meterless if you get the optimal combos down. His pressure is really insane. Buttons are really good. He's just, yeah, his character, he's just really fucking stupid. Shang Tsung, I think this character can secretly be S tier. But his zoning is really broken, especially with Lao Hat. And then I think once people actually properly learning Shang Tsung and start morphing into everybody, it's gonna be like a fucking, you know, it's gonna go downhill. Shao Kahn, really good neutral, and then he set plays you to death. It's pretty self-explanatory why he's good. Really high damage output. But he does kind of get zoned out really badly in certain matchups, and he kind of gets mashed on a lot, which I think is a huge issue for him. Katana, I'll put Katana a little slightly better than Shao Kahn. Katana, same thing with like kind of like Tanya's ordeal. She kind of has everything. Paired with Jax is really stupid. She can unblockable set play you to death. Really good meterless damage. Some of the best zoning in the entire game. Honestly, she might be right here. I think she's a little better than Omni-Man. She's just because of all her, just because of her set play shenanigans. She might even be better than Tanya. Actually, she might be the best in S tier, because a lot of the characters in S plus tier, they have really scary set play stuff, and she does too. But it just takes a little bit more for her to set it up. Because you have to be in the corner, but it doesn't matter. Like her pair of Jax get that extra life. You keep getting unblockable setups. Like that shit is really, really stupid. Yeah, I already talked about Shao Kahn. Smoke, it's pretty self-explanatory. He goes invisible, he mixes your ass. But I actually think his neutral's kind of weak. Like that's why I kind of play him with Kano, because I actually think his neutral kind of sucks. But he makes up for it by, you know, going invisible and killing you instantly. So pick your poison when you play against this character. Li Mei could potentially become S tier once S plus tier once everybody starts full combo punishing down 1. So when you do down 1, you do EX down back 3. Like when people start doing that, she's gonna be really busted. But she has really good zoning, really solid space control. Probably some of the best zoning in the game, actually. Some of the highest damage output in the entire game. Really good mix-ups. Like she's just honestly, she's just a very solid character. Very good strike zone. Moving on to A+, I went over Kung Lao. While he has a good 50-50, it's kind of high risk and okay-ish reward. And all he has is armored launcher, and that's it. When the moment he has no meter, or if Goro is not available, this character literally cannot do anything. His neutral I think is absolutely garbage, but his movement is really good, and his zoning is actually pretty decent. So it's not like the end of the world, but like his auto shimmy is pretty cheap to deal with as well. But Melina, the moment they fix 1-2, she goes to right here, but in the meantime she is right here. Because she still Half-Life, she still has really good set play. Really good with punishment. Yeah, she's really solid. Baraka, still Half-Life to you, but the nerfs to him kinda like Cyrax kinda got deleted, so did he in a percent, but he's not bad. Like he still has a down one mind game, he can still play it with Striker. It's just not as good. Like it's not as good, but it's still like for reference, I think all these characters in this game can win a major. I think they're all really good in their own unique ways. Even Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I think even though they're the worst characters in the game, I still think they can win majors. That's why I think the lowest tier is A tier, because the game's just kind of like that. Rain, honestly, Rain might be the best A+ tier, to be honest. Yeah, he might be the best A+ tier, to be honest. Rain, really good zoning, really good space control, really good damage off his conversions. He plays really well with a lot of characters. Some characters give him strike though. If Cyrax was still 2 bars, like I said, Rain instantly shoots from right here to right here, but Cyrax is kind of deleted right now, so it's a kind of a waiting game for Rain to go back to his full glory. But it's still really good. Like I could see him. I could see him being up here. Like honestly, I could see him being up here. He's just honestly, he's a really solid character. I'm like looking at like Kung Lao. I'm gonna put Kung Lao here. I kind of disagree with it, but there are some things that are really annoying about Kung Lao. Like I really hate it. This might be a personal thing, but I really find this character really irritating to deal with. Just a little bit. I think Happy is a little bit more solid than these 2 characters. Put Reptile right here. I think Reptile, yeah, looking at all these characters, I think Reptile is the best out of all these characters. I think Nataru is a little bit better than Baraka. Better than Melina, though? Let me see how... Yeah, actually, I actually do think Nataru is better than Melina. Let me get into Reptile. Reptile. So here's my opinion, my honest opinion about Reptile. Yeah, no, Kombat. I think so too. I think low-key Sindel might be top 2. Like I unironically think Sindel might actually be top 2, like high key. But sorry, I was talking about Reptile. So Reptile kind of actually has everything. He literally has everything you want in a character. He has a 7-frame Punisher that's plus on block that leads to pressure. It's a lot of mind games. He has really, really good footsie tools. A decent armor wake-up attack. Probably one of the worst ones, but it's not like it gets the job done. Like it can be good for anti-zoning. So he goes from okay, and then so here's my opinion. When he's visible, he is right here. When he turns invisible, he is right here. Okay, that is honestly how I feel about Reptile. You know what? I'm gonna put him right here. Actually, I'm gonna put him right here. That is honestly how I feel about Reptile, because his damage is a little. For meterless, the meterless damage and zoning is a little too high and a little too good. His whip punishment is actually some of the best in the entire game, and his pressure is pretty good. He has so many facing shots. Not to mention his movement is fucking godlike. Like I actually think this character is kind of really bullshit. But he's really good. Like when I watch Honeybee play Reptile, I'm like, yeah, this is probably how I'd play Reptile. The only other way I'd play Reptile is I would learn Kameo and just round start, begin, throw knives, and turn invisible. And I don't really think there's much that they can do about that. But I really think this character is really stupid. He's just really solid. Like all these characters are just really solid. Moving on, Natara. She's actually glass cannon. Really good mix-ups. Really good, like probably one of the best fractals in the entire game. The actual best movement in the entire game. Pretty solid with punishment. Blood sacrifice is such a broken move in this game right now. People are fucking sleeping. And yeah, like if this character touches you, you lose 40. Like she's it's legit just 40 like meterless, like with a lot of cameos. I quite enjoyed playing her a lot. She's like a fun character. Yeah. And people are talking about Reptile's invisibility. The reason why Reptile's invisibility could arguably be better than Smoke's is because he doesn't have to spend meter to do it, unlike Smoke. Smoke has to spend meter, and he has to make it count. Versus Reptile doesn't. That's what makes Reptile really cheap. He can just do it. And because of how good his zoning is, because you getting hit by a random ass fireball is actually 30%, he can kind of just throw it out of there. It's really cheap, I think. And with Scorpion in the corner, he can combo you. The reason why I really don't like fighting Reptiles is once he puts you in the corner, you actually get subplayed to death. Like you actually get subplayed to death pretty badly too. So badly, in fact, I might actually put him up here. When I get cornered by literally any Reptile and then they go invisible, I legit feel like I'm gonna lose the entire game. It's a little different than Smoke. I feel because Smoke has to take risks versus Reptile. He legit, because he has such a launching projectile, he legit can space you out and be playing. Like what Honeybee does is that he turns invisible, does a hard knockdown, does a meaty fireball that makes him like plus 20 or some shit like that, and then he does another one, and like you just can't do anything. You actually just can't do anything. You kind of have to just sit there and watch. Like, yeah, you kind of have to sit there and watch him. This character is a really cheap character. Like I really don't like. He's just so fundamentally sound. Like he's such a fundamentally sound character. His standing 3 is a war crime too. Like I honestly think this character is really stupid. Not enough people play him to his fullest potential, I think. Yeah, his presence on the screen is just really broken, I feel. I mean, he makes me like I like a lot of characters. I'm just like, oh, we're gonna play some good out neutral. We'll walk you down. We'll kill you. He honestly makes me really uncomfortable to play neutral against because he can kind of just say fuck neutral. I'm gonna put him a little better than Smoke. I think he's slightly better than Smoke. Because you can't mash on Reptile too. That's a big thing. Yeah, Havoc. Honestly, I don't know too much about this character. His frame data is really good, and his meterless conversions are pretty good, but I kind of just think there's characters that do what he wants to do better than him. Because here's the thing about Havoc, right? I feel like his entire thing is supposed to be that unblockable setup, right? But it costs 2 bars and doesn't do a lot of damage. Now, if the unblockable didn't scale, you know what I'm saying? But until in the meantime, I think he's just kind of okay. Like he's solid. Like he has good with punishment, good buttons, good zoning. But I think he's like when you play him with Kano or Striker, it's just fucking like this entire screen is just a party game for a little bit. Yeah. I agree. I think the moment they make his unblockable not scale, he'll instantly shoot up to like right here. But in the meantime, like he's okay. Like he's not terrible. He's just really weird. He's a really weird character. Sub-Zero could arguably be up here. People need to play him better. I honestly think he has pretty much all. He has a solid mid, pretty good hit confirmable. He has an armored launcher with Sonya. I think what makes Sub-Zero really stupid is kind of his runaway game, but people don't really abuse it really well. His runaway is like some of the best in the entire game, and can actually be really polarizing in certain matchups where characters have to like straight up deal with it. I'm gonna actually put him up here. I think Scorpion's the only character in A tier. I actually think this character is the only character in A tier. No, because my reasoning for why these characters are right here, like, he just got. But he could, like, the thing is, I have him right here, but he could be right here, okay? Same thing with Scorpion. I have him right here, but he could be right here, okay? Scorpion, I think he's the worst character in the game, but he's still viable. High damage output if you get clipped by him. He has annoying fuck neutral tools, but the thing is, he's just characters that do what he wants to do better than him. That's simply just the fact of the matter. It's just his character to do what he wants to do better. And I think Raiden is a better Scorpion, for example. Yeah, and he's just like, and it's not to say that he's bad, but like there's a lot of inconsistent shit about him. But he does have some really cheap game plans, like with Jax, and with like Lao Hat. He could do some really. Yeah. Like, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get rid of A tier 2. Because I really think every character's viable in this game, and I think every character can fuck you up in this game. I truly believe every character can fuck you up in this game really badly. Like, even if it's a Sub-Zero, I really think it can fuck you up. Yeah, like Dragon, like, I agree. Like, I think Scorpion's neutral presence is really irritating when he's just walking back. I agree. But fuck, man. Yeah, his mids are kind of shit. That's the only reason he's down here. Every other character in this game has some pretty solid mids going for them, except this character. And I really think if you don't have a solid mid, you're kind of shit in this game. That's the only reason that's in here. Why he's not moving for me. But his neutral is pretty solid. His neutral is really solid. So yeah, these are your top tiers. Sindel could end up being right here long term. Just give it time. And so long as Lao Hat stays the way it is, it will end up. But this is currently the Lao Hat, the Lao fucking meta. Okay. Let me see. Is there any discrepancies? I'm gonna do that. that was the only one I kept looking at it and I was just like, I really think Shang Tsung's really fucking broken. Cause he's one of the few characters in the game that has a game-breaking mechanic, which is EX Morph. So I really think this character's really stupid. But I would say this is ordered. Like, I will say this is my ordered tier list. Yeah, I would say this is your ordered tier list. Like, the lowest tier is A+ tier in this game, but that's not bad, because characters can kind of just do bullshit ass things in this game. Like, every character can win. I think every character's viable. This is the most balanced MK by far, like, easily. Yeah, I had these two tied as the worst characters in the game, but they're not, like, they're still viable. Like, a good Sub-Zero will fuck you up, a good Scorpion will fuck you up, a good Havoc will fuck you up, a good Barak. Like, these characters are all viable. I am a firm believer. Any one of these characters, you can solo main these characters and win an entire major. Even Atara, even, like, these characters are really stupid. Let me think. Fuck. Honestly, she is right here. Like, I'm gonna keep it a full stack with you guys. She is right here. This character, I don't think you guys are understanding how broken this character is. It is abysmal that you guys let this character slide the way she has for so long. But honestly, this character's right here. And it is kind of it's the same thing when I learned Rain, like legit. When I learned Rain, like before I won ECT with him, when I touched that character, I was like, it was the same feeling. It is completely abysmal that you guys called Rain low tier last patch. Completely abysmal. Like legit. Like, I lost faith in the community when you guys called Rain low tier in the last patch. That motherfucker had a throw KB, auto shimmy, armored launcher that was plus on block, the best down 3 in the game, high meterless damage, and set play. I was like, he literally had it all. I was like, it was abysmal. And now it's the same thing with Sindel. Sindel has I actually think Sindel has the best zoning in the game, the best set play in the game compared to well, Kenshi's right here too, but her set play is pretty easy to set up. So here's the thing about Sindel too. Hold on, I'm gonna save this too. I think I'm satisfied with this. So here's the thing, Koizi. Like, I fuck with you, Koizi, but your neutral's a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that dude, but your neutral's a little, you know what I mean? But, you do have some really creative setups, some really broken shit, which I stole immediately. And my entire philosophy was that I'm just gonna fucking... So legit, when I was watching you do it, I was just like, Koizi, you're kind of a genius. So I'm gonna steal all your setups and then apply my neutral to it, and that's it. Like, there's no beef. I'm being so serious. No beef. There's no beef. I still think you're. I still think neutrals. It's okay. It gets the job done, but it could be better. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I think if you focused more on playing fundamentally with her, I think you'd have more success with playing Sindel. So yeah. Anyways, let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
Sindel, Kenshi.
So a lot of characters when they're using Kung Lao, right? A lot of characters when they use Kung Lao, they kind of just do this. Let me show you. Let me show you the typical Kung Lao shits, right? All right. It's blah blah blah, low hat for pressure, right? Or I'm gonna do this, just jump at you, or that's it, right? That's really all. That's really all people use Kung Lao for. It's like I'm gonna do the low hat, and then I'm just gonna like walk in, okay? But what makes low hat really broken for Sindel is the way that she's able to actually emphasize how good low hat is, because she's the only character in the game that can go from a grounded string into the air like this, which is really important to know. Really important to know. Because she can do that, that means like when she's doing shit like this, she's like straight up, she's unblockable, like just like that's just straight up a 50-50, and then you're getting looped. You're getting looped to death when that happens. Not to mention, she's the only character in the game while she's doing this, she can do this as well, and get Kung Lao back really well. So her zoning is really broken, right? And so one of the ways you deal with Kung Lao hat is that you want to jump back, right? So the thing about her is this is gonna be kind of hard to set up. Just pretend he's jumping back here. It's gonna be kind of hard to set this up. But just pretend he's jumping back here on reaction. So he's gonna jump straight up, but just pretend he's jumping back. So one of the things that makes her really stupid is that when you do this, a lot of people tend to jump back to think that it's okay to escape, and it's actually not. Because you can like do this to catch the up back. So I keep messing it up. I don't see it. I keep messing it up. I landed so much against like so many top players, like I'm like, eh? Oh my god, I had it. It's like they go to jump back, and then because it's really hard to do this while he's doing something. It's easier to do it while he's jumping back. Yeah. But this conversion, I think, is like so broken. I have landed this so many times, like. Yes, I was gonna kill someone or something. Bruh! Give me my fucking input! Oh my god, I jumped the easy part. So yeah, a lot of people, you want to jump back to deal with low hat, right? Yo, look at my inputs! I inputted forward 1, back forward 2. Look at my, now, I'm being so serious. Look at my inputs. I inputted forward 1, back forward 2, and it didn't come out. Are you, like, what is happening, NRS? What the fuck is happening, bro? That is so much damage for getting clipped by a fireball, especially on jumping back. That is so much damage. And so, because that can happen for you wanting to jump back, you want to respect her, and it's just simply just like this. Which is, it's just so fucked up. Okay? What's also pretty cheap about her is a lot of characters, like I said, you do like this, the low hat, but here's what's really cheap. If you space her forward 1, that can happen! Which, yeah, then I can smash up and like, yeah, this shit is like stupid. And yes, let's not talk about if you actually get hit by this bitch. It is game over. It is actually game over. Let me show you the actual layers that happen here. Yo, bro, I'm literally holding forward. Dying or some shit? Bro. You see that? So even if the delay tech that shit, even if the delay tech, you still take the 50-50, and it becomes even more fucked up. And if you don't delay tech it, like if you don't delay tech, so I have it set to random right here, right? I have it set to random. Okay, so ready? I have it set to random. I fucked it up. Like that shit is so cheap because even if delay tech, you can mix up anyways and it breaks armor. So I'm trying to show you what happens if you don't delay it. You see, like you're still gonna take it, and then even fucked up, I can actually take you at the corner, like this, and just set on the back of the mid-screen like that. Layer it like that too if I want, but she can also do some setups like this too. Like let's say they're trying to jump out the corner, she can actually keep you in the corner too, like yeah. He fucking delay tech. I don't want him to delay tech. But let's say they try to jump out. Okay, so yeah, you see, you actually cannot jump out of that, which is like really fucked up. Squeeze down, mix, you know. And because you can't jump out of that, that means you have to block that, which means that shit is busted. I'm telling you right now, stream, that shit is so busted. That shit is so busted. Yeah, you guys don't understand. So yeah, and it's really important for you guys to understand when you're talking about tier lists. Sorry, let me do this again. When you're talking about tier lists, this game is a 2v2 game. So we need to assume when you're talking about a person's best possible cameo. It doesn't fucking matter how broken the cameo is. This game is not a 1v1 game. If this game was a 1v1 game, we would be talking about stuff differently. But it is not a 1v1 game. Therefore, we need to assume we are working with the best possible combination. It's like this in any in any versus game, okay? Do you know how many characters become dog shit if you take away cameos in this game? Like, I'm like actually. It's the same thing in Skullgirls, it's the same thing in Marvel. Like, it is the team that makes the dream work, okay? Not the single character. I'm back. What's also really cheap about this bitch too is the fact that she can like flight cancel like this. Like, whoo! Like this is so cheap. And I'm not sure if you guys are noticing, but if you hold a direction when you flight cancel, I think it's like L1. Yeah. You could actually like float in a direction. Like you can like cancel in a direction. Please do it. Oh, come on. You were just doing it. How the fuck do you properly flight cancel with this bitch? I'm literally pressing down. Come on now. Yeah. You see how she's gaining momentum? That can be really good for, like, let's say someone's trying to anti-air you for doing shit like this. You can like flight cancel like that, and like cause the lifter down one, and then like that. And also, it's really scary to approach her because she can do shit like that too, like into a full combo. Yeah, the fact that she can. Oh, this is just. When people are approaching me, I'm like, let's just have you walk forward. Good luck. Yeah, it's fucking cheap as hell. Anyways, this bitch is broke, and if any top player wants to